Do you want to maybe just start by giving everyone a bit of an overview as to who you guys are, how it started, and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So we are a company called Run3D. We're a spin out from Oxford University, and we basically developed a real-time gait analysis system that you can put into clinics like the one that we're here this evening. So 3D gait analysis has traditionally been very much reserved for academic institutions and specialist orthopedic hospitals. And what Run3D has done is actually say, you know what? Real people can benefit from this. We need to make it more accessible for everybody. And so what we've developed is what we're going to show you now, a system which runs on exactly the same technology as your big motion capture labs at the universities, but we've made it a lot more accessible to independent practitioners and clinics, such as the one we're here at this evening.
Amazing. And so, I mean, this might sound really like a really simple question, but how is this different from just normal gait analysis? I mean, any runner who has been and bought specialist running shoes will have been into a running store and been offered a gait analysis while they're there to make sure they end up with the right shoe. How is what you do different to what they do?
It's very, very different. So first of all, obviously 3D. So we measure in 3 planes of motion. So looking at the person from the side and the front, but also from the top down. And that's certainly what the 2D or video-based systems that you'd get in a running shop would not be able to do. And we know that movements in that plane are linked with running-related overuse injuries and performance. It's also incredibly accurate and objective. So if you turn around for me, Ken, we don't use a person watching a video and drawing lines onto that video at all. We use a very advanced process called infrared tracking and kinematic modeling to measure how the person is moving. So we've got cameras at the back here. They're the same cameras that are used in the animation industry and for creating films. They don't see the person at all. They just see the little dots that we attach to the backs of their legs. Now, these dots have been attached to specific bony landmarks, so things like the knee joint line and the ankle joint line, and we use that to create an accurate model of the person, and from that we calculate their joint angles. So effectively, we get a huge amount of data telling us how the person's moving at the pelvis, at the hip joints, the knee joints, the ankle joints, throughout the entire gait cycle. So it's extremely accurate, extremely objective, and that information is then taken by our clinicians to say, okay, what's this person doing wrong, what's asymmetric, and then of course they can give the advice to help address the problems that we find. So we kind of look at it like an MRI of your gait. So 2D you might be able to compare to an X-ray, and 3D gait analysis is more like an MRI.
That is so helpful. Thank you. That really makes it a lot clearer.